friends. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, amazing, beautiful viewers. I'm so blessed to be here today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I welcome you guys, all of you guys here. And if you are returning, I'm so blessed to be doing your reading yet again. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. So as a sort of part two from yesterday's reading, not so much connected particularly, but we are looking at a connection or situation that you have going on here and guidance or what you're needing to know about this connection or about your situation so that you can focus on what you need to focus on. All right, so sort of guidance and information that might help you to navigate through whatever you're dealing with, most likely in a relationship, a situation, a connection, situationship, whatever you're sort of dealing with. So for this reading, we have three options to choose from today. For option one, we have the Minciati Tarot. Probably saying it completely wrong. Minciati. And for option number three, we have the Divina Tarot deck. Did I say three? I thought I said three. Option two. Option three, we have the Shuffle Tarot. And so you guys might be drawn to multiple piles. It's absolutely okay. It could be your energy in one and your person predominance energy in another. Okay, because sometimes we have it sort of mirrored or reversed. And so the guidance could be certainly something pulling through for your person. I don't know what we're going to see. And we could be tapping into passing, present, or future energies. So if it resonates as something that you've already dealt with, you might want to go check out another pile, okay? Or you might want to be open to seeing this from potentially energy that you're dealing with on the mirror flip side. Okay, that might help you to determine whether the pile is for you. We'll start with the tarot to just take an overall sort of look at the connection or situation to see if it resonates, and then we'll read the oracle for some guidance or information or further advice. So we'll be kind of flipping the way I generally do it. And yeah, keep an open mind and don't feel obligated to stick to that pile. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, it's not your pile. Nothing wrong with that. It might not even be your reading, and that's okay. I'll see you guys at the next one. Okay, usually what pulls through is for the collective that's needing to hear the messaging. Some of you guys are just here because you might need some confirmation, but you don't really need it from spirit, so there's not going to be much. Okay, but some of you guys might be really needing guidance here, and this is what this reading is for. Okay, so I will see you guys at your pick, 1, 2, 3, and I will see you there. Hello, hello, blessed angels. Pile number one, you guys picked the Minciati tarot cards for your pick. We'll be taking a look at your current situation. If it's a relationship, a situationship, whatever you're kind of dealing with here, person on your mind, situation, and we'll be asking for some guidance and what it is you can focus on right now to get clear, maybe some further information that you need to know about the situation that will help provide clarity to you. Okay, but right now what we're going to do is use the tarot to sort of gauge whether this is your pile or not, and take a look at the situation, the connection that you came here about, and see if it is your pile. Okay, so like I said in the intro, sometimes you might need to reverse the energy, meaning what I've tapped into here is potentially coming from your person's point of view, not necessarily yours. Okay, very common here that I'm tapped into the divine masculine sort of perspective, but not necessarily. Okay, and again, we all have masculine, feminine energy. Does not determine gender because we're just talking solely energy. Okay, so let's ask Spirit. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number one. Their current situation, connection they came here about, what they're needing guidance on, situation. Spirit, clear and concise. What is it that pile one needs to know in order to resonate with this pile being their message? Thank you so much, Spirit. You feel this one, Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Quite a bit here. Okay, so bottom of the deck, 5 clubs. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the 5 of clubs is 5 wands. 5 wands is an energy of competition, but it could just be conflicting thoughts, arguments, or not on the same page. It could be we feel we need to compete or chase or fight for something, you know. So it's an exhausting energy either way. Okay, it's not as intense as a 5 swords, but I don't know. I'm feeling like a certain energy of it's almost more depressing than a 5 swords is kind of what's pulling through here, because at least a 5 swords is intense, and it's like we can maybe make clearer decisions, you know, if something's more clear cut as a sabotage or pain, we can make decisions. It seems like it's kind of an energy of like, I'm tired, you know, I'm tired of fighting. Like, do I got to keep sort of persisting here? Should I fight for this? What sort of how long do I sort of keep up in this energy? I think might be part of your question. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, like I feel there is a lack of emotions coming to you. Like you want to be loved. You want whoever you're dealing with or situation to reflect back to you some love. You know, you don't have to chase or fight, or it's blocked right now. So love isn't coming to you, I feel, and we can't give love freely if obviously there's a block with someone we might be dealing with. So I feel there's a lack of love and a lot of tired energy pulling through here. So we also have the 4 of Swords in reverse. Let's flip them all. Well, maybe not these so much, but 4 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Taurus in reverse. So these have extra cards in this tarot deck, so this could be confirmation for sun, moon, or rising sign for either you or people you're dealing with or person in your situation. Although Taurus could certainly represent the lack of luxury coming in. Like again, like I said, it feels like a depressive sort of state here, because Taurus is all about the finer things, you know, being pampered, appreciated, good food, good people, good wine, like just the richness. I feel like there's a richness missing because emotions are not here, you know, emotions aren't here. 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we're not satisfied. We're not satisfied. Queen of Clubs. So this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Not appreciated, underpaid, undervalued in this situation here. Knight of Coins. Things are stuck. Things you can't build with. And 3 of Swords in reverse. So 3 swords is heartache, you know, being separated from the ones we love. Someone's words, actions, intentions are causing pain. Okay, now this is in the reverse here. Sometimes 3 swords in reverse means there still needs to be healing in the heart done. Okay, or it could mean that we've dealt with the worst of the pain here. But I feel like there's more here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to tap into this before we flip these over, so you know whether this is your pile, and see what we see here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This feels like blah. Like you just feel like blah. Like situation's not desirable here because you're not. It's most likely imbalanced. You're not getting what you want out of it. Like maybe at one point there was a fantasy, a wish of something here. It just seems like it's not an option for you, you know. And maybe you've had to reflect and you've taken time to think about this, and you're kind of coming out of whatever state I feel now of saying, well, what's the point sitting here fighting for something or being conflicted about something here if I don't really have a whole lot of control, or I'm not really seeing the fruits of my action or can benefit from this situation. It might have been one that was quite confusing that you needed to make sense of, and so you're creating your own certainty. But I feel like it was something you couldn't rely on or build, you know, like if you can't see a future of building something on this thing with this thing or this person, then kind of what's the point, or how much do I fight? And so I feel like you've lost a lot of desire here that you might have once had, or a vision of what could be beautiful in some way, or luxury, or beneficial to you, and it just was stuck. I feel like you weren't feeling appreciated, seen, or like you were manifesting anything here that was in line with what it was you wanted to experience. And so I feel like there is heavy sadness here, but it's like, you know, am I over this? Like, can I move on? Like, what more healing can I do when I move completely away and cut myself out? You know, have I done what I needed to do to heal, and am I ready to move on? So I know one of you guys was commenting on yesterday's video in regards to moving on, you know, away from a connection. This could certainly be someone's energy who's saying, well, this current state isn't making me happy, so I kind of feel like maybe it is time to move on, you know, like, why would I stay in any situation that isn't moving? And so there is an acknowledgement of suffering here, you know, and the suffering is, if I stay, I'm maybe not honoring myself, but at the same time, like, how do I sort of move on with passion or desire or my emotions, buying into this when there's still this experience of pain that I've experienced in this situation. So let's take a look. Another layer here. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you sat in this energy for too long, I feel, you know, like there's only so much Four Cups you can sit in, like looking at what we don't have, what's unfulfilling, what didn't bring me happiness. It's like, I want to get out of this. Why would I sit here in a Four Cups, you know? Why? So 10 of Clubs, so 10 Wands in reverse. It's too heavy to carry. Faith. So this is a special card in this deck. It's kind of like a hierophant, you know, faith. So believing in something greater than yourself, having like a blind trust in something working out or panning out in your favor. But it's like, how long do I hold out for faith when I'm spending a lot of time in the unhappiness? So it's like, it doesn't matter if faith is there so much in this situation, because I know what I'm experiencing here is not fulfilling, and I can't carry that burden with me. Like, it's too exhausting to keep fighting for this person or the situation and have to keep that energy, you know? So maybe turning to faith differently. Like, now my faith is looking to faith differently. Like, I have faith in a different area, or I'm now connecting to my faith differently than saying, oh, I'm going to have faith this person or the situation is going to do this, that, or the other. It's like, no, my faith now is completely open to whatever divine wants to show me anywhere. And it's most likely you're thinking it's outside of this connection, you know, like this connection hasn't done it. It's been stuck. It's tiring. So I'm looking to elsewhere, or at least I'm open to looking elsewhere with this faith. Okay, the Leo. So this is very masculine sort of energy here, because the Leo is like an ego, doing. What do I do? How can I attain, you know, my confidence, my ability to do. And so I feel like there's a switch here. You know, there's a humbling here, dropping of the ego, recognizing I don't want to have to do, I just want to have to trust. And maybe when I was in this energy, it was tiring, you know, like I was trying to face my fears and do all this stuff here, but I've realized like it's best just to not carry such a thing or have to worry about what I need to do or how I do it, and just drop the egoic sort of idea that I need to attain or do or be something, and let the divine trust in the path here. And to me, it looks like it's not, but it looks like he's holding up a hand mirror, you know, and a mirror is sometimes reflecting back to us, like the shadow work or seeing our own egoic constructs, you know. So I feel like there was a seeing into yourself that has potentially allowed you to see where you could release some sort of way you were engaged here, okay, in order for you to see how you could trust a different area or in something greater than what you were experiencing, in order to have to heal or to deal with Three Swords that I think is still present here, you know, but something certainly stuck and unfulfilling. The Pope. So this is Hierophant energy. Now, because this deck is non-standard, it's this 3, and 3 is the Empress, not Hierophant, but I assure you this is Hierophant energy. Okay, but we're getting Empress. So I feel like there is this beautiful alignment of divine feminine energy towards something you could value, something you could commit to. Again, with the Faith and the Pope, like this is very spiritual. This is very aligned, very ascended with the Empress. We're shifting from ego. We're shifting from that's sort of what I can do, fight for, attain, have, and me, to I trust in the greatness that I house inside myself. I know I'm worthy and I value myself and haven't always been shown this in the situation. And so I'm allowing myself to trust in the divine and something greater. I could commit to this thing and shift maybe what it is I'm dedicating myself to, But I feel like there was a commitment I think you wanted here that it wasn't buildable in this situation. That's still sort of trapped there, or like, could I still have a commitment here? Is this something I could still commit to, but also open the door to trusting the divine to look elsewhere, be open elsewhere, because I can't stick to a situation that is stuck. Jack of Clubs. So this is like the Page of Wands, and it is in reverse. So we haven't quite moved forward yet. Okay, and I feel like there's missing lackluster here, because now the question mark up in the air of shifting the energy, but I'm not quite taking the action, or I haven't quite pursued, something exciting, because we can't just generate excitement. We have to genuinely feel this excitement. So I feel like you want to shift from this situation so that you can have excitement, so you can bring in something new, so something could open for you and change up here. But right now it's like, I feel sad. I feel like I've gone through something. It feels like it's not moving, and I just feel blah. Like I feel like it's lackluster here, which could be even more, like I said, depressing than a clear, depressing, heavy situation. This is like, feels so exhausting that it's just like, I don't even have the energy. Like I'm just so, I don't know. I don't like this energy, because I feel like you went so long here that things seem black and white, that there's missing color, and there's missing quality, and all this beautiful stuff that you're deserving of, that I think I think this is missing and has been missing here. So now it's like, I want to shift out of this, and slowly I think you have been shifting. I feel like this is good news, because it was too heavy to carry. So if this resonates for your sort of current state or situation, we're going to take a look at the oracles. If we need to pull more tarot, we certainly will, and we'll get some guidance for you. Okay, beautiful people. I realize you're super tired here, and sometimes we're tired, we just let everything go. And maybe that's what we need to do here. Like, I just don't want to fight or carry anything here, and just, have faith in the divine. So Penguin, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Okay, what did I say? What's interesting, I honestly don't even look at these cards. So it's very mind-blowing to me when it's very in sync with what I'm seeing here. Because the big message was the darkness that you were sitting in, because I feel like it was the extended blah of not seeing in color, and I feel like with the black and white, I'm getting the two polarities here. It could be the masculine, feminine, or going from the shadow self to the light self, and balance, duality, choices. So the two, okay, is all about balance, duality, choices, but it's also High Priestess, and High Priestess is all about our intuition. Okay, like really connected to spirit and to a knowing inside. And two is also justice in the tarot, which is bringing balance as well. Okay, and things that were unjust into justice. So maybe bringing our own divine justice. And it's also judgment, which is having an awareness. And I feel like the awareness here is how much energy this is drained from you, that you're aware of maybe the reality of a situation, and you're like, it's black and white to me. Like, I got to find my own sort of light through this. situation. Okay, let's keep going. So we have snail leaning into true intimacy. So snail obviously is slow moving, right? So I feel like the endurance of you going on and on and on. And I feel like with the shell, you know, maybe we've had to protect ourselves, and maybe we've developed like a harder exterior because we had to protect ourselves. But also getting 10 wands, like the heavy carrying of this burden, you know. But because the snail's shell isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's protection and where it could house itself, you know, that means that the burden you were carrying was for a reason, you know, was for a reason here, that you were carrying this, but it was much needed because you're going to utilize this experience or this thing to help you in some way, you know, at a later date here. But lean into true intimacy. So we were missing cups. I feel like you were robbed of love and worthiness and joy and finer things and luxury and being treated with respect and just blessed with the beauty that you are, you know. And the true intimacy is where we experience this, where people can be authentic with us and express to us and value us and all this. And so I feel like we've been slowly trying to move out of a state that wasn't showing this. Look how much color is here compared to the black and white of the penguin and the darkness. Hawk, remember your mission. Yeah, so we can see now with the hawk, okay, but the hawk talks about ascension, and the hawk has very good eyes, so it knows when it is to take action, you know. And we were getting masculine energy with the Leo, which was a doership energy. So the hawk has to take action when it is the right time, but it'll know through the high priestess and intuition when it's supposed to do something, and it's very much in line with the mission, rather than it's doing things for the sake of doing things, like chasing its tail or spending time. It's like, I'm going to send and I'll know when it's time to act. Okay, so we see the moon. Moon's all about our subconscious. It's feminine, divine feminine energy. Okay, hawk. And we have snake spirit, time to heal, 55. So I feel you have been healing and shedding the old version of self through an experience. Okay, through an experience. And now we have the wisdom we're carrying with us, but we might you know, be sort of protecting ourselves now because of the experience. 55 is a master number, and that is about change. Change is the only constant, and it's about a divinely orchestrated change. So divine orchestration to help guide you forwards. And we have, yeah, and 55 is 10, okay? 10 is completion, ends of cycles, about transformation. It's also Wheel of Fortune, which is divine guidance, okay? And it's also the sun, clarity. Like we said, we're having like an aha moment or a realization here with the sun, okay? Sun is also Leo energy, which could symbolize egoic things that we might have had to shed with the snake skin in order to see things differently or clearer. Okay, sun's masculine energy, and we have the feminine with the moon. The elephant will gift you with the power of motherly love and welfare. So Empress energy pulling through. Okay, we were getting that with the Pope, with the number 3, Empress, but, and that for sure is coming through as unconditional love, inner child. Okay, we had to cultivate loving our inner child, which sometimes comes through when we can see through our egos and our fears and our subconscious to protect our inner child, to stand up for self. But elephant's all about the experience that we might house a memory, you know, a memory of some sort of situation that we've needed to heal from or understand, some experience that we had. So our memory might have kept us in some sort of state, okay, like that might have been unpleasant here, but through the motherly love, you know, through this sort of unconditional love, Empress love, cultivating unconditional love of the inner child, this is the guidance that's helping you sort of navigate through, you know. Wow, that's very powerful there. Okay, the dog will gift you with the power of friendship. Look at that. So dog is all about loyalty. think you might have felt like you weren't being loyal to yourself, you know, when we sort of let ourselves down. We can be very hard on ourselves. I feel like there's an energy here of you really cultivating your own support, being loyal to self, you know, to guide you out of a situation that's hasn't been supportive of you. So these are kind of hard to see. It says, Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Yeah. Standing up for self, you know, like you're deserving of something here. Standing up for the inner child. Another sort of holographic card. It says Bellflower with Campanula. Yeah, Campanula. Gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we have Lizard. Okay. The lizard does talk about the dream state, you know, but I'm getting more like reptile energy, like cold, like what you experienced was very dry deserts. Like I feel like we're still lacking the emotions, the love, the intimacy. It's so like barren, you know. But yeah, dream state pulling through with the lizard. And let's see. These cards I don't generally use, but I do want to see in the book here for this one. It says, be my death, you will be my death. You will be my death. Scorpio energy, transformation, 11. 11 is the justice pulling through, which we were getting. Okay, it says, conumum maculatum. Sorry, it's a plant. It's botanical. And it says Socrates. Let's read this one, okay? I have the book ready here. Oh, I thought I did. To see. Oh, got a phone number up in there. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh, it says hemlock. Oh, where the hell does it say hemlock anywhere on here? Like, how would you know? How would you know? I wouldn't know. Okay, hemlock. Latin name. Conumum maculatum. I can't say it, you guys. Okay, Saturn, Venus. Element of water. You will be my death. So we won't read the magical meaning. What we're going to read is the divination meaning, okay? When hemlock appears, pay attention to your dreams. Yes, weren't we talking about dreams? And nightmares. You have an opportunity to get unstuck and move through anything that is stopping you. The inner voice, we're talking about the high priestess, and the intuitive messages create the key for you to bypass anything that keeps you stuck and simply get going in your own evolution without delay. In this card, hemlock manifests as the death mask of Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead in Mexican traditions. At the brow point of this mask is a heart pierced with a dagger, truth and love coming together, rising up from the stalk of the noxious root. She stares directly at us, and we cannot avert our gaze. Face the situation head on. Stand up for what you believe. Oh my goodness. Stand up for what you believe. Face the situation head on. Okay. Whew, goosebumps here. The light of the world, 10. And look at this. So we have like this hermit energy knocking on the door. Okay, knocking on the door. And here we see someone with an open window, and there's a cat. And we have the cat and the dog, which I'm being drawn back to the 5 wands. We were feeling like the conflict, you know, cats and dogs not seeing eye to eye here. Hermit is all about self-enlightenment, and it is time. You know, I just heard it is time. There's a knock on the door here. The light of the world. So Virgo energy pulling through this one. And we have Keeper of Opportunity. Okay, with number 2. 2 was pulling through as balanced duality choices. And what do you know? There's keys hanging here, and there's a door here. Okay, and the keyhole on this hat, which is looking very Napoleon-like, but the key to some sort of understanding, awareness, Awareness of reflective of inner self here. That is the solution here. Okay, so the fish could represent abundance, prosperity. And sometimes it represents us needing a pointed direction here. Look, these doors are opening. Okay, let me sit here with this energy and see what more we can tap into. Probably a little bit more, but a lot came through as we laid them out. And then we'll pull some guidance here for you guys, okay? There's a lot of mystery still here, you guys, okay? But what is very clear here is how much you actually have within you to make the change here. And I think it's time, okay? It is time. And so the divine has your back in this situation. I think what you've experienced here might have felt a lot out of your control, you know, because we needed to organically shed. We needed to organically heal. We needed to organically experience. We needed to feel the way we felt. We needed all these things in order to build ourselves up, you know, but be loyal to self. I feel like there's a loyalty to self here in order to stand up, to have a voice for what you're knowing intuitively. And for all of you guys is a little different here, okay? And this is where I don't know, you know. And if you're fence sitting here, hopefully we can get some more clarity pulling through. But really it's about you working with the divine a lot clearer now, because I think what was confusing you or making it muddled was the energy you were sitting in. It was loud, it was noisy, it was distorted, and it wasn't coming from pure intuition and a peacefulness of listening to the inner child, the stillness, being loyal to self, the voice within you that knew what maybe you should stand up for and not. Okay, I feel like definitely communication still through dreams, but I feel like any situation where you're feeling blah, not loved, underappreciated, and not getting the resources you need is something that you can no longer deal with. Like, how? So I feel like it's like I'm not closing this door completely is kind of what I feel. I'm grateful here with all of that spiritual energy you had, beautiful high energy. It's not resentment, it's not anger, it's not look what didn't work and now I'm like, it feels very much like I'm grateful for my experience. I've experienced something here. I feel like I'm a complete different person to make different choices for myself. I've transformed from a situation that I can't be this same person and I cannot experience this same thing in the exact same way. So the only thing that I can do is make this choice, make this decision, and carry myself towards what I need to do, because now is the time. And only I have the key for this. And I might not know exactly what's going to happen or where I'm going, but I know where I don't want to be. I know where I've been. And now I'm making the decision to go towards the light. And I've had to do a lot of healing and a lot of shedding of the old self here, you know, like a lot of hard work went into this. A lot of shadow work, a lot of looking at self, a lot of dealing with the fears and diving in deep to the subconscious and trusting in self to know when to make moves, and that you can see clearly and that you can take action and that you can speak your truth and that things are aligning for you despite what has happened here. You know, like what power we have, like what power to overcome the sadness, the sorrow that might still be there, definitely experienced, but to rise above this, to embrace the transformation and say, I might not have the appreciation, the love, and the intimacy right here, right now, but wow, like how grateful I am to know that this is for me and that I can move towards this. And now I don't have to be stuck in something that clearly wasn't the right answer. You know, it clearly wasn't for me how it was and what state it was in. So this is the energy you're moving into. And this is beautiful. Okay, this is going to shift energy. So your current situation is most likely going to shift energetically, because I'm seeing temperance here, which is, you know, when you change an ingredient in a certain situation, it changes the whole construct. So when we have one side, one person, and you have one other side, one other person, and this energy changes, and the whole changes. Okay, so the situation changes. And if this person rises up, you know, this energy either disappears, so now we have this beautiful solo energy, or this energy rises up to create a whole new cake ingredient. Okay, because I feel like whatever is dark is now going into the light. So I feel like it's being raised. The frequency is being raised. Okay, but it's your own dedication and loyalty to self, to listen to your inner self, not to silence it, or to betray self by staying in any situation that wasn't reflecting back to you, like we said with the Pope in the mirror, reflecting back to you your true beauty. No, you're not going to sit there. So, yeah, let's take a look at your advice, okay? Let's look. Pile 1's advice here in this situation. Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile 1. What are they needing to know? You know what? I will use these, but right now I want to pull one of these first. Okay, Spirit. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. Yeah, these pop through. Yeah, I feel we will read them. This might take a bit. Butterfly. Transformation. Growth. New cycles. Affirmation. I embrace the transformation that empowers me to fulfill my divine potential. All about your reading. This is pretty much the messaging here, It's beautiful energy. Wow. Okay, so you're growing. You may not realize it or know how things are going to work out, but they will do so at the right time. Do not be afraid to let go of the world, your plans, or ways of being you have known. Your higher self is guiding you into the next level of this authentic self-expression. This will be quite different to your past experiences. Expect the unexpected and know that you will be able to thrive in new worlds that are currently unknown to you. Embrace your process. When the time is right, you shall be ready. And this is sometimes frustrating, and we can't see or this, but I feel like we're leaning into this, like with gratitude, like, yes, like I feel it coming, the high priestess is awakened. I feel it is better than the state I'm in. It's not a heavy sadness of feeling way down and stuck. It's like the unexpected and the unknown, and my trust in the divine is like exciting again, So we're going from not very exciting to hope for something that is bright and beautiful. Belief, sweet reward, productivity, affirmation. With focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. Look at the bee. So the bee is all about doing, but it's also working together. I feel like you're just tired of having to butt heads and do everything sort of self. This is really telling me people are being drawn to you. You're getting the help you need. You're going to be assisted here. Others, okay, not alone. This is a beautiful energy of collaboration and working together. So believe in yourself. You're capable of more than you realize. Take your interests and passions seriously so you can commit time and energy to their development and expression. When you live as your true self, doing work that has meaning to you, you are helping many more beings than you realize. Your inner light has a positively contagious effect. It lights up the lives of those around you, connecting so much to yesterday's reading, the pile 3. Okay, the light within you, people being drawn to you. This is this card. So you might have resonated with pile number 3 yesterday for sure, okay? The same energy I'm feeling here. It lights up the lives of those around you, so let yourself shine. Do not be afraid to work hard, but also make time to enjoy your life. There is a distinct need for what you have to offer. So I'm seeing that Taurus card again in reverse, like make time for what you enjoy. I feel like you haven't been able to enjoy yourself or be enjoyed, So the big shift from where you've been. So we have flamingo, authenticity. This is your authentic self, okay, nourishment and individuality. Affirmation, my beauty is unique and inspirational. And the flamingo is giving me transition, like we're transitioning from the darkness to the light. So it's a state of transition right now. Okay, and we're going from, look how symbolic both these sort of look very familiar with the birds. And one's the moon, one's the sun. So this is feminine sort of energy, but it could represent emotions, confusion, subconscious, like very heavy energy. Okay, the sun's more bright, light, colorful, clarity, enlightenment. And birds are all about ascension and communication. And look, now we have 3 birds, flamingos. Okay, so we're not alone. Like, we're not alone. All these butterflies, all these bees, all these birds, like, I think you felt very alone and by yourself, you know, carrying the load. And so now we have their help, support, people being drawn to the beautiful light. You know, now when we're doing something, it's because we enjoy to do it. It's not a heavy burden. Give yourself permission to find your own way to live. If you do not feel like you can be your authentic self, check what influences you have allowed into your mind and your life. Do you need to change your spiritual diet in some way so you are taking in more physical, emotional, and or mental nourishment? Don't be afraid to show your true colors. When you allow the real you to be seen, others will be able to recognize your beauty and grace. There's that light again. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Don't hide yourself or deny yourself what you need to flourish, including a wild and free heart. That comes from the inner child. Okay? We're cultivating inner child by showing it unconditional love, being the loyal friend to the inner child here, because we have this strength. We are this beautiful divine empress love. Okay? We can love ourselves, support ourselves, speak up for ourselves, show gratitude, and then this light allows others to be drawn to this beautiful light. Phoenix, oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. The rising of the Phoenix, very powerful card here, you guys. This is very much this energy, shedding all this old to reborn. You know, we have to burn ourselves. That's the ego death. The Phoenix goes down in flames and then rises up again. Complete renewal, courage to be our authentic self and express ourselves. Okay, release what isn't serving me. Okay, affirmation, I surrender to my higher self to become what I am. Oh my goodness. Just love this card. And look at the colors. Look at these colors. Okay, it's feeling like just completely like shoot myself with this energy for some reason. And this is just complete night and day. Going from the dark to the light. Beautiful. Okay, ascension. So, let your ego and its attachment to control give way to a higher plan. You do not need to protect yourself from outgrowing your previous life and identity. It is not time to hold on to the past. Like we said, memory was the memories of the past, or elephants, memories of the past. Okay, what we've experienced, we can let go, especially the way you have seen yourself, thought about the world, and chosen to behave. You have the ability to truly become a more fearless and vibrant version of yourself. Yeah, vibrant. Oh my goodness, this reading is just totally coming together. Okay, so, and you have the courage within you to allow this to happen. You and your life are destined to go through a major transformation. It may push your buttons at times, but you are divinely protected by a higher loving energy, and you will come through the transition successfully. No doubt in my mind. And I'm so glad I read these four. I was only going to pull one. They're all exactly all like a puzzle piece here you're reading. Beautiful souls. I am going to pull one of these and one of the other ones because I did pull them for a reason. Okay, or whatever wants to come out here, but I feel we need a little bit more guidance, encouragement here. I feel like the struggle is actually over. I don't feel like there's you know, more battle, because I feel like, yeah, when we transform, it's painful, right? When we are reborn, okay, because giving birth is very painful. Those of you guys who have given birth, we know giving birth to the new hurts. But I feel like the transition period here, okay, I was feeling with the flamingo, it's like we've gone through the suffering and everything here. We're rising up in energy now to experience something that's more vibrant, more in line with our greater authentic self. I reap what I sow. Today I remember that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that I reap the fruits of what I sow and fill my life with thoughts and deeds of abundance, light, and love. I sow these seeds knowing I will harvest the greatest of riches. Look at this confidence. Okay, and the light energy again, like I create my own light. I know I'm in control of the decisions I make. I know I don't need to sit in the desert, in the dry, underappreciated, undervalued, and not enjoying these finer things that I'm worthy of. Everything turns to light. I work to improve myself. Okay, embrace all that life brings to me and transform darkness into the light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. The black and the white, from the darkness to the light. You guys, goosebumps all over. I love this for you guys. I hope this helped you guys. You know, the advice is really, you know, this inner strength is in you. It's coming out. Okay, if you're not quite at this precipice, this is exactly where you're headed here. You have the key. The door is opening. Okay, the door that was once closed. Okay, we could see, we're looking out the window. Our high priestess or intuition knew of where we could go. Okay, but I feel like the door was closed and now it's time. Okay, it's time for us to speak our truth, be authentic, let go of the ego self, the shadow self, the part of self here that was in a situation that we felt very bound to. Okay, beautiful transformation. Pile number 1. I hope this helped you. If you're pulled to another pile, I will see you there, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2, Divina Tarot deck. Cannot wait to get into your reading. And like I said, kind of a continuation from yesterday, okay? But yesterday's reading, you don't have to have watched it, but certainly could be helpful. Okay, we're looking at a situation you're dealing with, okay? Most likely a relationship or connection or situationship, okay, in which maybe we're needing some guidance. We're not quite sure. So this is to provide you with some more information that might help you to navigate, okay, what you should focus on or know or do here. That might make this a little easier for you guys. All right, so we're going to use the tarot first to gauge the situation, see if this is your pile, okay, how you might be feeling or what the situation entails. And then we'll pull the oracles to look at some guidance and some further information. Okay, so a little bit backwards than how I normally do it, but we will do it this way so that you know whether this is your messaging. Okay, so beautiful angels, keep in mind, this could be the person you're dealing with, a situation, a flip energy. Okay, so if this sounds like it's reverse, then it could be your person, your people that you're dealing with. Okay, keep an open mind, although don't force anything to fit. And you could have resonation in, I don't know if that's a word, you could resonate with multiple piles, passing, present, future energy. Okay, totally a thing. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. What are they needing to know about this pile so that they know whether this is their messaging in regards to their current connection, situation? What is it here that they are experiencing that they'll know that this is their pile? Clear and concise message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. That came out a little different. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is how we express love, show love, give love, and receive love, because it's a sign of expressing emotions. Okay, here we see star, so I'm feeling Aquarius energy. All these stars are really standing out now. Wow. So I'm really getting a strong energy here of a desire and a vision of something you want long-term. Wow, even more stars. I'm seeing a whole bunch of stars. So stars could be getting your wish, you know, and really like having a strong desire for some vision, you know, that really impacts our future. Okay, it's very strong here. And I see a bunch of roses. Roses talk about love, you know, romantic love. Roses could be a sign of, well, flowers in general, of rebirth. Okay, here we have a lot, and it's already grown with stems. So it could be something that has blossomed for some time, you know, has been taking time to grow here. Let's see. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, and we have the World. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, more star energy, more Aquarius. Lots of Aquarius pulling through this, like no doubt. Okay. But if you're not an Aquarius or the person you're dealing with, Sun, Moon, Rising, it's certainly an energy of a complete sort of different engagement. It's very much outside the box thinking, things shifting for a new experience. Okay. Different than what we might have experienced in the past here. Yeah, like I'm getting Tower energy, but for the better. And I'm getting also the Hangman. I'm seeing Pisces energy, like because of a shift of energy. So 2 Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles In the upright, I'm seeing the Magician's wand. So Virgo, Gemini energy, manifestation here. I just heard getting one's wish. Oh my goodness, you guys. The Fool in reverse, Aquarius energy. And then we have 6 pentacles. Okay, let me sit here with this energy, okay? What's under this? I have 2 wands. Look at me go. Which one do I want? I don't know. Let's put that there. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Cups, cups. More stars. Oh my goodness, mermaids. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed by the energy in this. You guys, I feel like there's an overwhelming feeling here. I don't know, it could be your person's energy, okay? Lots of love I'm feeling here, like overwhelm of abundance here. The fish and the mermaid. So you might flip, okay? However I read this, I don't know which one's your energy. So there's an overabundance here of emotion, a bunch of love, okay? Someone's really thinking about the future here, like seeing a wish that they have here and feeling very much like it could happen for them, like this distant future that might have seemed unattainable at one point is something that they feel they could cultivate. I feel it's been a long time growing, you know, this beautiful love. I feel it's an intimate love. I also feel like there's a lot of sexual energy here. It could be somebody's had some output of sexual energy, okay, with these little drops here. And then the mermaid, I'm getting siren energy. So someone very pulled. I'm going to say it's your person pulled to your energy, okay, like really pulled. Like they can't control themselves sexually, emotionally, and with the physical attraction here. Okay, and it's almost like this person might have been very aimless. So it's like I see a distant hope, but I can't attain it. It's like a wish for another day, because for me, I don't know how I'd get there or navigate there. And now I'm in the arms of this person, which I'm assuming is you, pile 2, that's carrying me through and pulling me towards my wish. But I'm trusting this person, because this person could lead me down to my death, really, at the end of the day, because I'm so emotionally absorbed here and allowing them to carry me where it goes. It feels like a true feeling of surrender. Wow. Okay. And pages are about communication. So I don't know if this person has recently come back into your awareness and has apologized to you or expressed something. If not, they will. They're going to express to you this. And I feel like there's going to be a warm embrace. I just heard. Okay. Like, look at the embrace here. Okay. Embracing the roses. Embracing. I don't want to see the card at that because it's going to influence me just yet. So we see the embrace of the roses, the embrace of the fish, like a warm embrace. But I feel like your energy, pile 2, is embracing this person or this situation, or this is how they're feeling. Okay, and so I feel like if this person was in a state of rejection, or you felt rejected here in a 4 cups, this is coming to an end, or has probably already, if this person's already communicated. For some of you guys, that has happened already. Okay, there's an end of a cycle here. And the cycle is where we close the door to something that might have been on repeat, or just something we're no longer having to experience no more because it's closed. And in order to, you know, like end some cycle, there has to be a new phase. Okay, so I feel like there's a new phase coming here. And I feel like someone feels a lot more empowered than they have in the past, because they've been handed the crown. Oh my goodness. Are you, I don't know, I just feel like this person feels you are empowering them. And so in the past, before the world and the conclusion of this phase, this person felt unempowered and like they couldn't attain or control anything in their world to make something happen. Okay, but they feel this beautiful, warm, unconditional love and this warm embrace. Okay, and stars again. So now there's this, it could happen for me. I have this beautiful vision, you know, and I'm overflowing with emotions because this person has given me care and love and shown me, like, this person's just over the moon. I can't even stay in this energy forever. So someone was back and forth, or couldn't make ends meet, or very cyclical and going back and forth, couldn't decide, you know, it felt very up and down and turbulent. It's like no longer a turbulency here. Okay, no longer a turbulency here, because I feel like this person was incapable of making any sort of ends meet. it felt very like I don't know, you know, like I can't decide or choose, or I don't have it within me to be targeted. Like, why am I sort of stuck in something here, or like doing circles here? And now it's like a full surrender to, okay, I'll just kind of go with where I'm being carried here. But I feel like this person is been in a state here of needing to learn about unconditional love of self, because I feel like this person is still in this experience, you know, like, but with the roses, I feel like this beautiful love that's all around them is allowing this person to experience themselves differently so that they can understand how to love self. Because I feel like this person felt like they weren't able to succeed with the Six of Wands. I think this person felt a lack of confidence, incapable, unempowered, lacking, couldn't decide, not within them. It's like a distant thing. It can't be for me. I'm not good enough, so I won't succeed. You know, having to shed this sort of egoic mind speak, because it's perpetuating sort of the negative or lower vibe energy. So we couldn't attain our wish, you know, like, I'm so attracted to this person, this situation, but I can't because I'm not confident enough to succeed or have it in me. But now, by the grace of God and this magic that has happened, I feel this person feels they're in this magical energy here that has allowed them to make progress, to now be committed to something with the Knight of Pentacles. You know, it's been a long time coming with the, like I said, the stems of the rose. It's like, it's been a process here where this person could have been very stuck, you know, and now it's like, okay, I know it might take time, but I know that I have the ability here, because by the grace of God and this magic that's been sort of bestowed upon me here, I can now create my future, and I see what I want here. And so I feel like this person is now in an energy where they're able to invest, where they were incapable of moving forward or taking a risk here. And like, here they're looking at this key. You know, the key's all about the solution, the answer to a new phase after closing one out. And so the stars, the future hope with the rainbow. The rainbow's a new perspective, having hope, seeing things differently here in regards to a new way or a new solution, where this person wasn't capable of taking a leap of faith or a chance or pursuing this in a way that this person is now. I think that the risk here is in trusting, because I feel like this person still isn't quite sure where they're being led to here. Okay, but it's like, I can invest here. And not only can I invest, but I'm doing it like wholeheartedly, like two hands. You know, like, look at how beautiful these hands are touching. And it's like handing it with both hands. Like I'm all yours. Like, very beautiful here, you know, and this person's receiving with two hands. Like, I'm just getting so much beautiful energy from this, you know. Yeah, so I'm also hearing potentially your person or someone here could have a very, lots of hair, okay, very hairy. It could potentially be very hairy or have long hair, or something about the hair is pulling through. Sometimes that comes through my reading, okay? So yeah, and it's a shared thing, but I feel like this person feels very gentle and still very much, well, we saw Page, okay, so Page is like a very innocent sort of energy, but it's like still a scared sort of energy, because it's like, I'm fragile, I'm delicate, and I'm giving to you my fragility for you to do what you will, but this is taking very much a lot of strength for me to even be in this sort of an energy, but I trust you so much here, you know, but I still need you to sort of hold me. And this one pentacle is like, it's shared amongst us. Like, I still can't fully be strong on my own, you know, like, strong on my own. So let's do this together, you know, until I'm strong enough. But I'm ready to put the crown. Like, the crown isn't completely on the head just yet, you know. And it's like, I'm holding this pentacle, but I need you to lift me in holding this. But I'm willing to do this. But it's not like I'm coming with a full pentacle here and you with yours. It's like, I need your help, your support in some way here, because I've been in this state for too long. It's very dizzying. Oh, look, now we see hairy legs here. Okay, hairy arms. I don't know. Someone could be very hairy. So I don't know, what's your person's energy? Someone's coming out of a state of self-rejection, you know, and they could have been really focused on a third party or some sort of distraction here with the 3 cups glowing. It was like all that glitters cards pulling through, which is like the thing that was immediate, was getting my attention, or was like the shiny object, you know, the 3 cups, but it wasn't as fulfilling as the 1 cup here. And so now my 1 cup, I've recognized, has been something that might have been dry for a long time, and now look at all these drops, like look at all these emotions, you know. So I'm coming out of this 4 cups where I was not wanting to risk or have the confidence knowing I was capable. Okay, I'm getting Emperor energy, Aries energy with this crown and empowerment. Lots of Aquarius, like I said. So let's take a look at the oracles, okay? So I don't know, this could be your person's energy. That's how I read it, but maybe you're feeling this way about your person. If you resonate with that, being current sort of state, then let's take a look at what these oracles are going to show. My intention for this reading was to provide some sort of focus, guidance, that sort of thing, or information you need to know. So it might just be information on how your person's feeling. Maybe this gives you guidance to know, okay, this is clear to me, you know, but let's see what the spirit wants to show us. So we have the kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Okay. Meditation, that's stillness, that's peaceful. Bear, surrender to truth. We definitely felt a surrender energy here, 100%. Okay, surrendering to truth is embracing the truth rather than maybe running or fearing or hiding, suppressing, denying. Bear is giving me Emperor energy, okay, because a bear could be seen as the boss or the emperor, someone in charge. Bears do hibernate, so when they come out, they're a force to reckon with. You know, it could have been that your person, 4 cups, hibernation, rejection, that sort of withheld. It's now coming out of this hibernation energy. Yeah, and do a walk in meditation. It's like I'm coming out to embrace a truth and to walk outside, you know, but I'm not ready to run just yet because I'm doing a walking meditation. So I'm not necessarily, you know, hunting or in this sort of more open energy, but it's a big change because I'm coming out of my cave. Sheep, lead community unity. Wow. Okay. So community unity. So this is impacting definitely more than one person here. Okay. With the lead, and that's that crown energy, the empowerment, leading. Okay, community always gives me 4 wands type energy, building the structure, building the community. Unity obviously is coming into union. Okay, so I feel like you're certainly leading someone here that might really be looking at you as the leader of their energy, and I'm surrendering to you, but still feel smaller than you, or like I can't do it on my own. I can't do it on my own. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. 61, or the number 7. 7 is about faith, wisdom, reflection, and understanding. Okay, 7 is also the chariot, which is about movement, balance, integration of shadow. And it's also tower energy, which I was feeling, but I was feeling that positive tower. Okay, like Uranus energy, Aquarius, and that's like a change, like just a surprise. I think this person would even come out or be in any sort of different energy here to trust. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Yes, finally. Okay, truth, surrender to truth. Truth transcends illusion. I'm ready to come out of whatever illusion I had. 22, master number, peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy energetic boundaries, and divinely guided relationships. 2 is 4. 4 is structure, foundation, stability, and planning, which we're getting from the community and unity. Okay, so 4 is also Emperor energy, which we were feeling. Aries, getting empowered. Okay, divine masculine, and it's also death, which is about transformation. Wow, okay, Scorpio energy. The sheep will teach you to properly deal with your willingness to sacrifice. You guys. So what I'm really getting here, I can't believe. Like, what are these chances? These readings are just so beautiful. So this person, it feels like a parent-child. Like, this person really trusts you here, okay? I was feeling a lot of love here, and I was feeling the romantic kind. But if this is a child, okay, then it's just like this type of a real strong motherly child bond here. Like this person really looks up to you and feels very vulnerable, and feels like they're trusting you wholeheartedly to guide them to something here, you know? So it's like they're willing to put themselves on the line here to trust the thing here because of their trust in you. Their trust in you to follow you, or to be led by your sort of grace here, you know, even though maybe at one point if they saw you as this siren energy, which we were seeing the mermaid, it's like I'm choosing to see this person as a safe place that could protect me and I could trust to be guided, although I might feel very vulnerable and not quite sure where I'm going, you know. But the truth is I can't stay in illusion anymore. I'm very grateful here. Wow. And with the grace, I feel it's talking about you providing grace, you know, you providing grace, because I'm sure this person was very challenging in hibernation mode, could have been very stubborn as well, you know, very difficult to move and very stuck. So Cordelia, go outside. You have seen indoors too long. Go outside and get fresh air. Wow, wow, tiddly-tow. So what's this meaning? The hibernation time's over. We're coming outside. We're in meditation. We're doing a walk. We're connecting. And look, she looks so, well, it's hard to see because of the reflection, but it's very much high priestess energy with the moon in the third eye. Okay, Pisces energy. So I'm connecting to the intuition. Okay, which is really has more truth to it, cutting through the illusion, which is bringing me outside of my hibernation to connect here. And going outside is stepping outside the comfort zone, I feel. That, yeah, the intuition is guiding me. So I might not see, but I am so comfortable in this navigation now. I'm coming out of the darkness, the hibernation, into the light that's being illuminated here. Although there might be fear with the moon. Okay, fear of the unknown, what I used to fear. It's like I'm going into what I used to fear. Like I'm leaning into this. I'm getting illuminated. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But the bat uses the sonar, so it doesn't quite see, you know, but it's trusting its high priestess, its navigation. And I think the navigation is you. You know, I trust in this so much that it's like integrated into my ability to navigate. I don't know if this is a codependent thing, you know, because I feel like this person's really like feels like you're their right arm, you know, or really integrated into who they are so that they can make this decision. Because the bat has that innate biological thing of sonar, you know, it's born with it in some way. So it's like this person feels like they could trust this step so much blindly to lead them out of the darkness into the light. Holy camole, you guys. These are powerful readings we're picking up. So I haven't used this deck in a minute, so I'm most likely going to read from the book because they don't always come through what they mean. So 21 is the number 3. 3 is about growth, relationships, and the initial success. There's also Empress energy, which we were really picking up from the motherly love. Okay, Empress is all about unconditional love, motherly love, full abundance. This is the rose flower. More roses. Oops. So roses, like I said, were really prominent in the reading there, which was talking about, for me, it's intimate love, genuine, innocent love, childlike love, but love of self with the rose quartz as well. Interesting that I just pulled another dragonfly. Okay, cutting through the illusion. There was a lot of illusion this person might have been stuck in, you know, when they were hibernating. The illusion is I need to stay in the dark, unseen. I can't trust. And now it's like into the truth I go. Surrender to the truth. And the truth is now revealed. You know, with the rose, with self-love. Let's read the book, okay, and see what's coming through with the rose. So 21. Okay, so it says rose, Latin for rosa rosaca. Planets, Venus, Mars, Sun. Elements of air, earth, water, fire. Okay, so we're only going to read the divination meaning, okay? So it says, I'd hold this up. Actually, I will hold this up for you guys so you guys can see, and I apologize because I got to cover that up for the YouTube overlords that try to dictate what we can and cannot do. Okay, so divination meaning. Rose tells us to seek love, beauty and harmony in our love. Rose stands in the center of the tree, making the signs as above, so below, and crowned in divine knowledge. Center yourself in the heart and feel all of creation spread above, below, and around you. Yeah, like surround, embrace. That's exactly how I felt in that tarot reading I just did. Find the beauty in yourself. Find the beauty all around you and see what opportunities are true. Divine love can be found in your current situation. The root of the rose is the harmony of the sun and the heart of the tree of life itself as she stands upon the earth and keeps the mysteries sub rosa. A rose can appear in a reading when you need to open more deeply into your spiritual path and seek the center. So, angels, there's so much energy pulling through this. I'm getting so lightheaded. Okay, I haven't quite done a reading like this before. This love this person feels. Again, I think it's your person. It could be you. Okay, like warm embrace, warm blanket. Mother's here. Okay, and I think this is like a genuine love. And this is showing me how to love self, connect and get rooted. And now that I can connect here, I could come out of my darkness. So I can connect to my high priestess and my spiritual side. You know, the things I feared are now looking bright. And where it was dark is now sun, you know, is now sun. But I'm still on my sea legs. I can't quite run just yet. You know, I can't quite connect there just yet because now I'm finally cutting through the illusion. I'm finally connecting to my love of self. So the only way I can be there for you is to allow myself to be there for me. But I'm still learning from you how to do this. Okay, but I'm trusting you and I'm coming out. Wow. Wow. This person might give you lots of roses too. Like, look, more flowers and keys. Okay, so 5 of scrolls. Diversity. So, yeah, 5 scrolls. So the scrolls, when they're rolled up, it could be us not seeing sort of the roadmap of where things might be leading here. You know, things were unseen. We weren't quite sure where things were navigating to. And the fact that we see 5 is like, I feel is talking about many attempts or, you know, like many attempts where we couldn't see, it didn't work. We still weren't capable of opening that scroll to trust where we were headed. And now it's like there's an open scroll. I don't know, maybe 5 attempts or many attempts. And I still can't see, I still can't trust, I still don't know where it's going. And then it's like with diversity, I'm seeing rainbow. You know, I had to switch how I was seeing things. I had to dive into some sort of different knowledge with all these books, you know, more the high priestess knowledge, so I could open up this scroll so I could see, you know, that I could trust revealing some sort of thing here that might have been very unclear or uncertain to me. With all the clouds in the background, uncertainty, okay, confusion, not very clear. And so things might still not be very clear, but look, the clouds are dissipating. And now I'm still, even though things might be unclear, I'm still able to open up this scroll. Wow. Now I feel like I want to read that one too, guys, just to see what the book is going to be saying on the 5 scrolls. I might have a message here. So it says diversity, 5 scrolls. 5 scrolls. Upright. A woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at all of them. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out of different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you had planned. In the end, you'll diversify in many ways that introduce you to a whole new you. Your person is getting out of their comfort zone. Okay, if this is your person, or it could be you. But I feel like it's talking about options, because I feel like potentially there's an option for you, or many options here. Okay, like maybe you don't need to, you know, be in this sort of a codependent sort of energy here. You know, I don't know how much of this. It feels very natural and loving, though, if I got to be honest. It doesn't feel toxic. It feels very trusting, and it feels like it's aligned with some sort of truth here. Okay, but I feel like now it's a new energy that we can embrace and make different decisions. I think now we open the door to many different possibilities that maybe were closed for you engaging with this person. So we have 30 with create. And the key, okay, key is all about solution. Yeah, to create. That's absolutely it. Because now we have found the answer, or we have what it takes here in order to create something new, something different. Wow, wow, more flowers. Beautiful energy. Iris, yes, more flowers. Sorry, you see my ugly thumbprints on this. So it says, Iris Germanica, rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Unknown. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'm really getting, stars again, like throughout this whole thing, like wishes coming true. I think definitely on all sides, all around, if this is something that you've been wanting to manifest and pursue. This is being created, your wish. Okay, but I feel two energies here. I feel like this person's wish is this connection. And I feel like there is this of being in the dark now. I still see the stars, and that's so beautiful. Like, I'm really gonna cry. Like maybe in the dark I couldn't even see the stars now, and so now even when I'm in the rain, I see the rainbows, and when I'm in the dark, I see the stars. Like, it doesn't matter where I'm at, there's always something beautiful and positive in your light and your energy, you know, because rain used to be very upsetting and dark and gray, and I couldn't see anything beautiful. Now I see rainbow there where it was rainy and dark, you know. And in the dark, it was sad. I felt alone. I felt cold. And now I see and look forward to the star, which is you, giving me hope, letting me see the future here. So this person's state, it doesn't matter if they're in shit state anymore, because they don't feel shit state. They're like, it doesn't matter my environment so much now. I always see true beauty, or I'm in the hands of beauty. I don't normally puff up like this, you guys. Like, this is really the messaging coming through. This person is overjoyed here. Wow. Okay, well, wow. Maybe this person's never experienced, you know, being given this type of a love or feeling this way. So let's pull some guidance, some advice here. Like, it's really talking about your person, you know. I feel like a little bit of views coming through here with choices, things opening, and if this is sort of what you're trying to manifest, that you're now able to create here, and your wish is coming true, you know, in dark days here. But I feel like it's an energy of you sort of being this, I don't know, this protector. So let's see, Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good for beautiful pile number 2. I think it's also very healing for the truth to come out, because I feel like we've been in illusion. You guys, turkey. So we need to pay attention. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Yeah, your energy, because like I said, your energy was coming through here. You know, mostly it was the person I was feeling, but I said you showing grace, because I feel like if this person was in this stubborn energy, how difficult. If we knew of a greater truth, because our intuition knew, because I feel very strong intuition here, but we were in someone else's darkness or someone else's illusion. It's like, how much grace do we need to show now in a situation, you know, that we have gratitude. Like, it's important we have gratitude and show grace here. Okay, so confidence, harvest, good things ahead. Affirmation, I strut my soul stuff in the world with confidence and charisma. Beautiful. Confidence. Yeah, this person was not having any confidence. Again, being crowned, being given the empowerment. Could be you, you know, could be you now, but wow. You could, like, warm embrace, and look, it's a little house here, stability. Okay, building the structure, the community, this family coming through. 4 wands I'm feeling here, union, more flowers. Okay, beautiful sun, getting empowered, masculine energy, the clarity in the clouds. Brighter days ahead. Like, everything looks bright now, even where it was confusing and dark. I see rainbows and stars and sun. Oh my goodness. Good things. Take time to grow, like we said with the flowers and the stem. And your time to shine with come. Practice gratitude and develop an abundant attitude, because the universe wishes to bestow many blessings upon you. Know that you are worthy of receiving good things in your life. You have plentiful resources to share with others, so it is safe to enjoy giving freely to others. Yeah, the Six Pentacles. Whoever was shut here is coming into this beautiful energy of giving, okay? And still on wobbly legs, though, but knowing their self-worth and having confidence to do this, okay? Wow. Be open to healing from past wounds around male energy. Connect with healthy pride and confidence to boost your self-esteem and give you the courage and worth to apply yourself to your goals. Worth. Rose quartz. This person might have had father wounding, you know, like lacking the confidence here, you know, like really feeling like shut down in their masculine energy. This really feels shut down in masculine energy. Maybe someone who was beat up for maybe being masculine, you know, like being told there's toxic masculinity or something like this, which doesn't exist, by the way. Okay, there's maybe distorted or challenged masculine energy, but there's also challenged, traumatized feminine energy. But I feel this person is coming into a confidence, which is absolutely beautiful, you know, so beautiful. Okay, so let's pull some more guidance and some advice if this is your energy. As I feel you're being carried, if this is you, you know, by someone here who's just absolutely got you in a warm blanket. And that's what it feels like. Oh, this reading, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Spirit, clear and concise message. What is it Pile 2 is needing to hear here for guidance? Let me feel one more. Yeah. Let me feel one more. It's your one right here. Okay. I know you came here for guidance, so I don't know how much of this is just information to help you, you know, alleviate some stress potentially, because to be in this situation with someone in this energy was very heavy, you know, for you if you're dealing with them, or if it's for you to be there and now be totally in this flip world. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence, like we said, in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not hide. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. You guys, you saw it? You saw it, right? I could just, wow, I can't even contain all this. Wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. Grace. Scrolls. How many times it hasn't happened, but I trust in the divine. This message for you, beautiful Pile 2. This is your person. Okay, I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Beautiful. I think efforts on both sides for sure. I reap what I sow. This came out for Pile 1, if you were pulled. Today I remember that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that I reap the fruits of what I sow, and I will fill my life with thoughts and deeds of abundance, light, and love. I sow these seeds knowing I will harvest the greatest of riches, the light. I feel this is also a message for you, Pile 2, if this is your pile. Okay, reaping what you sow. So it's like I'm showing this unconditional love. This gentleness, this guiding Empress energy here, because I'm going to enjoy what it is that I'm harvesting here, you know, with this person and cultivating, because it's coming from a pure light self. It's not from a place of greed or anything. It's from grace. And so it's going to come back to me tenfold. My arms are open to receive because I've been investing. You know, maybe I've been investing in the right way here in someone who might have been very, very difficult. But with open arms, I have grace. And I continue to be an open, loving energy so that I can be there, you know, in this beautiful energy. For when the time is right, I can sow this beautiful gift just from being myself here, open, true self. Okay, the light of self is shining through. Achievements. As I advance on the road towards achievement, I discover my greatest strength and I learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision, the star, the vision. Okay, I move towards this now. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. Yes, lots of courage showing in that gentle hand. Okay, I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company. on this journey towards the light, always in good company. This person feels so much like it doesn't matter the circumstance that is physically around them. They're always seeing this beautiful light beam. And look, okay, this person's light coming from their inner self up here at the top. Okay, this is ascension. Someone climbing out from the bottom, ascending up from wherever they're at, lower state, into higher state of consciousness, seeing the light, you know, but they have to climb out themselves. No one can get this person to climb out. They climb out themselves, being guided by this beautiful, loving light energy, okay, which I feel is you, pile 2, and I feel your person's ascending. It's beautiful energy. All right, beautiful, pile number 2. I hope this resonated for you. I hope this helped you. And if you're pulled to another pile, I will see you there. If you haven't checked out yesterday's reading, I do feel this certainly could be connected to one of those piles. And I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels, pile number 3, Shuffle Tarot. I used to love, I still do, but not as often do I use these, but I used to love the Shuffle Tarot. Okay, this is a collection B, and these are where the tarot cards are like 2 cards in one. So the scenery of one tarot card and the characters depicted in another card are mashed together to create one tarot card. So lots of layers in this tarot pack. So this might take a bit to get some tea, get some water, get whatever you need. We're looking at the person on your mind, or the situation you're dealing with, or circumstance, whatever it is here that might be stuck or confusing or just challenging. And we're asking Spirit for more information, guidance. Okay, so this is kind of a continuation of potentially yesterday's reading. Same relationship, situationship, or whatever you're dealing with. Connection. Okay, if it's not a connection, then it could just be whatever situation that has you feeling potentially stuck, or whatever guidance you need. Okay, so be open, but it should resonate with what you're dealing with. Okay, don't force anything to fit. And it could come from your person or the other person's perspective. If that's the case, then you can go check out another pile, okay? So don't force anything and be open. So clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. How will pile 3 know that this is their pile? So we're going to look at the current state, or at least information here that will allow you to know whether this is your reading or not. Okay, before we get into the guidance and information maybe that you're needing to know. Spirit, pile number 3, what are they needing to know here in regards to whether this is their pile, their situation, their connection, their circumstance? Clear and concise message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you so much. I realize you have a lot of readers you can go check out, and so I appreciate you guys coming back here and letting me do your reading. So we have 6 wands, and I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. This is the scene of the 6 swords, and we have the 10 wands, and the scene of the 10 cups. So see what I mean? They're mashed together here. Okay, so 6 wands, 10 wands. Okay, let's keep going. We'll flip them all. King of Squirrels. So this is a special deck in this. Okay, we see the big sun here, and we see the Lovers. King of Squirrels in reverse. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups with the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. And we see the Fool in the Devil in reverse. And we have Temperance in reverse. Okay, so this is Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And we see the Emperor. He's out of his chair here with the Chariot. Okay, so Aries and Cancer energy. And we see the 4 Pentacles here. I don't know what scene this would be. She's giving me Virgo energy because she has the Harvest in her hand. So 4 Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands with the Magician here in reverse. Okay, let me sit here with this energy to see if this is a pile that resonates for you. 6 swords. So we actually have the 6 swords here in the scene of the 6 swords. This is in reverse. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I just want to show these. I don't know why I feel so much like talking about this deck, but I do feel like it for some reason. So look at how interesting. We have the 6 wands and the scene of the 6 swords, and then we have the scene of the 6 wands, but it's the 6 swords. So I feel like these are really significant here, because I feel like the 6 wands for me sometimes talks about our ego, okay? But it's the public recognition, it's victory, it's conquering and achieving, okay? But 6 swords is also sort of seen as some sort of win, because we're moving out of difficult, sort of stuck energy. This was in reverse, so something was stuck here, I feel, you know? But I feel like we wanted justice, and we wanted movement, or we still do potentially, or we might feel we were victorious and moving on, or have moved, but I feel like it's not a true moving on, is what I feel, okay? And this is depicted here by this, and what I mean by that is the ego, okay? This one seems to be the ego pile here, okay? But it feels like the ego comes through as a certain voice that tells us to do certain things, and we could convince ourselves it is the right thing to do. Okay, so this is why we always got to qualify our thoughts and say, where's this originating from? What is my intention here? Okay, and even if I feel it is a good intention, what does good even mean? And good for who? Okay, so I feel like there is this trying to create victory by taking control of a situation so I can make my own justice, because it is stuck and it is unfair or it is unjust. But it's like heavy. It's so heavy. And it's like, I know I'm deserving of this 10 cups, so I will force my will, or I will make my way. Okay, which isn't necessarily how it's going to manifest. Okay, it's not going to manifest this way. We don't have to exhaust ourselves or carry anything. We don't have to resist, fight, suppress, run away from anything. So I don't know. I don't know who's running here, but I feel like a situation is potentially unfair or unjust or stuck and very heavy to carry. Okay, we see lilies, which talks about peace. So I feel like there's been reflecting. Okay, there's been a lot of reflecting with the hermit energy. But I feel like somebody here has a lot of love, okay? Is feeling a lot of love, like overflowing cup here, wanting to express this. Okay, like they understand this. They feel love. It's overflowing. They're trying to navigate this way. And so that they could come out of some sort of oppressive, devilly energy. Because I feel like the devil energy is something where it's an illusion of why we're stuck or have to be chained to something, an unhealthy thought pattern, way of being, way of life, whatever the devil is. Okay, but I feel like because of that, there was an inability to move forward or take a chance or risk something in this connection, to take a leap of faith or to just pursue this thing. Okay, and I'm feeling 2 energies, so this might be a little bit of a difficult pile for me to differentiate, because I feel the energy signatures are very sort of intermeshed with you and this person or this situation. So I don't know who's who. Okay, but I feel like there's a loyalty here to someone who might have been in a devil energy. Okay, and it's like chained to this person's way of being. So if this person doesn't move forward, then I feel stuck. And so I'm waiting for this person, but this person has the freedom too, because this person wasn't chained, but someone is feeling chained to the situation or to this person, someone who is being loyal to this person, come hell or high water. You know, but this energy feels to me like it was taking advantage almost, because it's like, were they really stuck, or were they making this decision to not take a chance and pursue because they were just, I don't know, fucking around here, you know, like. So Temperance is all about restoring balance, healing, being able to find some sort of solution or pace in a situation here so that the balance could be restored or justice could be restored. With the Chariot too, something is stuck and someone wasn't showing up. So most likely your person wasn't showing up here. You know, like the Emperor's chair is vacant and it's cold. It's stone cold. And very fixed here, but also vacant. This doesn't feel very good, you guys. So I think you're dealing with someone who is very stuck, very cold, maybe very stubborn, very imbalanced, maybe dealing with a lot of unhealthy things here. And you were sort of chained to this situation, very unhappy here. You know, very unhappy. And knowing of something you could manifest, but sacrificing, I feel, part of your happiness in order to be loyal to someone and not pursuing. And so maybe you I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like you're doing something here, but it doesn't feel very good, right? You know, still feels heavy. Like, why should it feel heavy for me to attain happiness? I feel there's still a lot of ego, you know. Oh, that definitely your person has, but in your situation, because we need to do some healing and some work here to understand why we're doing what we're doing, and if we are moving away, what is the intention of why we're moving away? And if we're still in a situation, why we're still there. Somebody seems to be very focused on self and might be sort of going back and forth, or very not dependable, but also very fixed and stuck in their way. And so we're in this turbulent state of this person who seems to be able to be free for themselves if they wanted to. And it's like, I can't work with this person, you know. I didn't cover the bum here. Let's take a look. We see Lovers. Okay, so Lovers is Gemini. Lovers is about a choice, you know, and I'm seeing 2 Pentacles really here. It's like this person's had a choice, or it's the King of Squirrels. Let's see. King of Squirrels. And then we're going to do another layer for you guys, because I'm not sure that this is making a whole bunch of sense. Okay, so King of Squirrels. Happiness. Private area. I don't think it means your private area. I think it means like your private place. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. King of Squirrels for collection B. What collection do I have? Collection B. Why does it look different, you guys? Here it is. This one. No private area. King of Squirrels. Dawn, friendship, success, shining, responsibility, deep connection, care, and delight. So it's in reverse. Yeah, like the loyalty was coming through, but it's like, did someone like fuck up a friendship, you know, because they couldn't be relied upon? Like, somebody's not responsible here, you know. A deep connection for sure. I feel like you were really let down here, you know. Okay, let's do another layer, and hopefully this becomes clear before we start to get into the oracle and the advice here in your situation. So how is pile number 3 going to know that this is their pile? Can we dive in a little deeper in this message? A little clearer for me to communicate, to channel this message. The Fool and the Hierophant. So there was a need to take a risk and commitment here. Someone is fairly immature, I feel, with this young Hierophant. So they didn't fully understand, and I think they were needing to make a choice with the 2 keys. You know, make a choice in regards to commitment. Get enlightened. Take this risk. 5 Wands scene. Or sorry, 5 of Swords scene, but this is the 5 Wands in reverse. The Moon. Cancer, Pisces with the Lovers there again. These are the lovers that are depicted in the Devil. So more Capricorn energy. Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Taurus. And we have the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Why is this Fool here, Spirit? the 6 Pentacles, depicted by the 6 Cups. And we have the 10 Swords in reverse. Feel your card right there. And the Page of Swords, depicted by the Fool again. Look at this dog's now has armor on it. Yeah, we were betrayed. Our loyalty was betrayed, and now I'm defensive. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, 2 Wands instead of 2 Cups. Decision. Okay. Beautiful. Pile number 3. You're dealing with a challenging person, no doubt. I feel you feel a lot of love here, a lot of compassion. I feel like there is a lot of self-work we're going through and working through here, okay? I feel you are beautiful. I feel you can give love to this person, but now we're betrayed and we feel let down and we were loyal, okay? I feel you could be highly intuitive, very empathic, very beautiful. I'm feeling a very beautiful energy from you. Okay, and I feel like we're needing to get clear and see certain things here in order for us to break free from a lot of confusion. And I think the confusion is self-induced in some way now. Okay, yes, it might have been generated from someone and all this stuff that you've experienced. This is so true. Okay, and I feel like you were loyal and you tried. Okay, but I feel like right now we need to understand that having defenses is not necessarily going to help us. Okay, what's going to help us is to fully understand and uncover where our heart sits, what we're able to give to that makes sense for us in order to cut through any sort of confusion and any sort of pain here. Okay, now I feel like whoever you're dealing with here has ruined your trust. They betrayed you, and I feel like this person might still be in conflict with you. Okay, because they're not seeing clearly. This doesn't mean we don't have to see clearly. This also doesn't mean we have to peg ourselves or chain ourselves to this person's situation. I think you understand this, but I think we might not know how to break free or what we need to do, and the fact that we have been loyal for so long and we still want to be loyal because there's love. But it's like, you know, do I just end and walk away? But I feel so betrayed. I have 3 swords in my back. Okay, the three of swords. We've been hurt by someone's actions, words, intentions. And so we see this person carrying the 7 swords, someone's deception, someone's lie, you know, and here I am with 3 swords, blood, so someone's bloodshed, something's happened here, okay, and I feel like we can't deceive ourselves, okay, we can't deceive ourselves, and I feel like Spirit is saying we got to get out of self-deception. The choice is yours, okay, and I feel like you don't want to choose deception, but the deception here is in what it is we're telling ourselves or understand. Okay, so I feel like there's an ability for there to be balance restored in some way here. Okay, which will take time, but it needs to come from an open space, not a defensive space. And so I'm not saying give to this person and continue to be used and abused here, okay? But open energy can only produce more sort of open, loving energy. When we're defensive, we're polarizing that energy towards the negative, okay? Because negative never allows negative energy to become positive. It just keeps it charged in the negative. So we can only be open and giving, okay? We can only be in a state of open and giving from a pure state in order for us to receive. So I feel like the universe wants you to receive because you're just beautiful energy. Okay, so when we're pulled down to someone else's vibration, we feel defensive, we're closed off, we're not quite sure. Now we're not going to receive much of anything. Okay, so in order to come together here to make harmony and peace, now it doesn't necessarily have to be with this person, wherever they're at, okay, but your energy, harmony and peace, beautiful heart space, being able to receive from the universe, cut through any illusion, take a new leap of faith, drop any armor, you know, overcome any sort of bloodshed. Okay, what we need to do to come together to make peace for ourselves is choose this one to move forward in the right way. And moving forward doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to force my way to not talk to this person or block this person or be defensive or put up a boundary here where I'm perpetuating resistance. Okay, and so I feel like, one, there is a history here of this person, and I do feel like this person and you have this soul tie here, because 6 of Cups seen is always giving me soulmate, soul recognition, past life, you know, it's also about reconciliation. So I feel like this person is one who will come into some sort of energy of reconciliation and wanting to give at some point. Whether you want to receive them or not, certainly up to you, or something can be created and manifested. Okay, but I feel like they're still young and premature here when it comes to commitment and taking this sort of leap of faith, because they're still needing to work on getting fully enlightened here. So there might be a period of separation. Okay, and I feel like if you are, it's not over, but I feel like we need to deal with the 3 swords that we've dealt with here. And this person cannot take the 3 swords out, no matter what they say or do. Those 3 swords are needing to be dealt with by you and your open heart. How are we going to lean into this heart space now? We have to really connect to this heart, you know, and not connect to a part of us that's hurt, a part of the mind that tries to keep us in confusion, because then we remain defensive. And we remain looking backwards rather than forwards. And so we have to take the wand of action. Okay, and the wand of action is, once we understand where our heart sits, in order to come together, that we can only be responsible for ourselves and our person be responsible for themselves. Okay, so let's take a look at the oracle cards to see what advice you have here, because this is giving me an idea of your situation, which has been very difficult. Very heavy. So let's take a look. Spirit, can we see for pile 3 some guidance, some more information regarding our situation? Spider, create magic. Okay, you are the creator here. Okay, no one's going to create this for you. And I feel you want the abode, the stability. You want to create and manifest the thing here. Okay, I feel a very beautiful intuitive energy, like with the spider here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, like very intuitive. Horse, embrace new adventure. Yes. So that's the moving forward, but we need to move in purity, in peace, not in ego, not out of resistance and force, not blocking or shutting down. Okay, but when we move forward, it's like we're liberated, we're free, we're peaceful. You know, we're pure heart and pure mind to embrace what's new. You know, and what's new could be what we're building here, you know, but in a new energy. But it has to come from this sort of more pure place in order to create the stability. But we are the creator, not someone else. Okay, so 67, wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Yeah, so I'm getting both the lone wolf and the wolf that is sort of the family wolf, you know, because they're very much about the wolf pack and the family, very protective of family. So I'm getting the spider, the stability, the creation. But the lone wolf has to be able to do what it needs to do here. Okay, and the knowledge into wisdom. It's like I experienced the pain. I experienced the 3 swords. I experienced potentially deceit or someone's unjust ways. Okay, but it's like, how can I turn this into actual wisdom of the heart, wisdom of purity? Okay, not ego action, but actual wisdom of the heart, so that I can do something different and create something different here than what I've been experiencing. The rat will lead you to repressed things. So, like I said, resistance, repressing, like the way we're dealing with something here. We're having to look at it. And the rat is this nagging thing. You know, it's constantly nagging and it erodes over time. It erodes the stability that we might be trying to build. So we're going about it in a way here that isn't helping the stability or the foundation. It's eroding it. And it could be because our loyalty and our trust has been betrayed, so now we're defensive. But it's like, well, we're just adding to that. Like I said, that's the polarity of the negative, right? Like, how do we diffuse it? We show it love, you know? How do we show evil or anything that's negative? How to open up? We open with love. We open with love, okay? That's the only way to diffuse it. Whether it runs away, it runs away, but we don't feed it with more sort of the same. Okay, so rat also is just giving me someone betrayed, you know, someone betrayed, I feel. Lied. And I don't normally get lying from rat, but that's what I'm getting, the rat. You know, the rat lied. Focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. At that. So I'm getting Sagittarius energy from the bow and arrow, but it's thoughts, feelings, and actions coming through here. Focused intention. Yeah, focused intention. So we need to see what it is we're going to do with your energy. Never mind this Yahoo here who's doing what they're doing just yet. Okay. False indigo. It says Baptista australis. Immersion and intuition. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Wow, that is amazing. Love it. We have the Deer, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Innocent, beautiful energy here. I'm not quite sure what to do. And then we have the Swan. Again, like I always say with swans, to me, this is very indicative of twin flame or a soul connection here, where it's being mirrored. You know, what we do really impacts the other side. Very much so. Very much so. And so, you know, if we're experiencing turmoil, deceit, resistance, oppression, then there's something in our energy that's continuously sort of eroding or perpetuating this sort of thing, okay? The Swan. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And I'm going to read from the book this because I don't generally use this deck. So this says, love lies bleeding. Oh my goodness. Card 16. Here, the number 7. 7's about faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding. It's also Chariot energy, which we were getting in the Shuffle Tarot. Okay, about integrating shadow. So being able to take what has happened, okay, but to turn it into wisdom, turn into light energy so we can move and have victory. So it says Amaranthus caduatus. I don't know how to say this plant. Let's take a look. 16. So, love lies bleeding. Latin name, Amaranthus caduatus. Planets, Mars, Saturn. Elements of Earth. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We're just going to read the divination meaning here, okay? So love lies bleeding indicates we are in the process of deeply healing or supporting another in the healing process. Yes, we might be experiencing grief, pain, or despair, but our isolation or pain is temporary as long as we continue onward in our progress. Her crown is heavy, but she is holding it up with each moment she holds it, more seeds fall away, lightening an emotional load as the earth takes the seed, the medicine, and creates a new. Wow. Okay, heavy energy here, you guys. I'm starting to get weird vision in my left eye. So I feel like, yeah, we're not quite seeing clearly here just yet. Okay, 5 of Roses, the garden. Look at these 2 kids playing. So someone's wearing the white, purity, coming through, very strong. Someone here in the red and the black. So black, darkness, shadow, red, root chakra. Okay, root chakra is not very good when we have blocks in root, because this is someone who has addictions, who is not very dependable, who might be really acting from a very not good place here. Okay, 5 of Roses. I do feel, I'm reading this one too. Sorry guys, I know it's a lot of reading, but I feel like this might help guide us a little bit more, and then we'll channel what your message is here. So 5 Roses. 5 Roses. 4 and 5. 2 children play in a sunny, lush green garden. A boy shoots a slingshot while a girl next to him watches a butterfly in the flowers with a magnifying glass. Aww. If children aren't part of your life already, this card could show their arrival. It could also indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more of a focus on you. They may have some concerns of their own, but even so, opportunities for things to mend come easily right now. There also may be a real change and benefit for one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very advantageous time for the children around you. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too. So inner child and taking care of someone here who I feel is very immature. Okay, I'm going to be the bigger person here. Okay, and we can stay stuck in ego saying, what about me? Or we can just love unconditionally like we would a child here, okay? Someone who needs something here, and you're not obligated to do this. This isn't what you're obligated to do. Okay, but let's see. So we have the retreat with number 18, and the ladybug talking about luck, a lot of keys. Okay, well, not a lot. I see 2. So we have 2 choices, 2 options. Both could be a solution. 2 ladybugs. And wasn't she looking? Oh, she's looking at the butterfly of transformation. Ladybug, a change of luck here. Retreat, which we were getting from the 6 swords. But, yeah, meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Okay, this message couldn't be clearer, you guys. And it's not for everyone. And you could do what you want, okay? But if you're here, I'm going to give you what Spirit is showing here. And this is coming from a heart place, which is sometimes very difficult to do when we're still in ego. We don't want to do this because we're thinking about ourselves. Okay, and you could think about yourself. Okay, but when we start to see ourselves as separate, we continue to perpetuate the separate self and continue experiencing suffering. When we see ourselves as everyone and everything, we start to open up our heart and we start to give unconditionally, regardless of who did what and what said who. Okay, this is the pure state of consciousness. And what we give, we receive. It reflects back to us. We are all one. There's no need to say them versus me. They lied, I didn't. They're out there and I'm here. Okay, we're perpetuating this thing. I feel like you've retreated here, or you're pulled away, or you're trying to protect yourself because someone was naughty and didn't do something nice here. You know, you wanted to build, and you can still build. Okay, you want to be free, but you can be free. But the freedom truly comes from the truth and liberation, not from resistance, not from anger, not from tit for tat, not from hanging on to an experience and then putting out there that I need it to be changed in a certain way that's going to make me feel better. It's just allowing the universe to do what it does because I trust that I am one and whole and complete here with this person. I feel like you and this person share some soul bond. I feel you are very loyal to this person. There's a loyalty here. I feel this person is wanting to shift in some way here, okay, because their soul is calling out for them, crying out for them. This person is very is suffering a lot here, okay? So you could say, oh, I don't care, I suffer too, okay? And if that's your attitude, you can. And I feel like this is your sort of, I'm giving you Cole's Notes version of it, okay? Something along the lines of that. Because when we start to put ourselves as separate and ourselves in this sort of position, it's like, screw this person in some sort of way. Okay, and this isn't going to help you. Okay, so there's 2 things going on here. Help you in your ascension. Help you to open your heart. This doesn't mean you have to put up with or remain unhappy. This just means shifting how you engage will free you, will actually free you and liberate you. And then you are free from this person if you want to be, or this person can be workable because they see how you've dealt with it. This person feels very childlike. Okay, and I feel like your inner child and this person's inner child have connected and are both being healed here. I think you're leading this transformation. I think your purity needs to be the transformation here. I think you're more focused on, I think the Spirit is showing you need to focus more on this rather than what it is you're focused on right now, because I think you're diverting your attention to something here that is not going to necessarily help and perpetuate and create challenge with this person. This person's priorities are all completely out of whack. I agree. Okay, they have blocks in their root chakra. They're acting out of shadow. They are not standing up for you. They haven't really shown that they cared. They haven't shown it, but I assure you this person is connected to you spiritually. I assure you this person's inner child needs healing in order for them to come into this awareness, for them to be able to create and build here, for there to be something pure that comes out of them. They're not liberated right now to be in that energy. You know, they're not. And so I feel like we need to deal with this as a child would, not with the baggage and the resentment and the hurts and the pains and all of this stuff, even though we've been very hurt. Okay, so you might take some time to heal, whatever it takes, but I feel like we can't perpetuate the thought that keeps alive that there's that person, they did this, and I'm over here, and I require certain things here that are going to free me. Because no, okay, no. The only thing that you can do is surrender and open your heart space here. Okay, or you could retreat, because 2 keys, retreat and perpetuate suffering here, and erode at this connection, erode at your own sort of spirituality, because we're resisting, okay, and we're repressing emotions, and we're fighting the true divine nature of our heart. And the true nature of our heart is to love everything unconditionally here, okay, from a place of complete sort of forgiveness. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean I allow them to be that way, to you know, treat me in a way here that's created a lot of pain and suffering for me, and pretend like I'm okay with it. But it's, I understand where this person is coming from. So it doesn't trigger me because I don't take it personal. This person's hurt. Okay, so I understand. That's what forgiveness is, understanding. That's all. And so when we understand, we diffuse the situation. So Spirit is asking you to understand this person. Understand this person has blocks in their root. Understand that you are in a better position to align more with purity and truth. And this will liberate you and transform the situation, which I think will reflect back to this person. I feel like this person is sort of following your lead here. So if we repress, if we suppress, if we block, if we retreat, if we act in certain ways, it's going to be reflected back to us through this person. You know, so Spirit is saying the power is in your hands to create the reality and to turn this experience into something that is actually wise, you know, wise to create peace, you know, because I think this is where the magic happens, where you can build and create the stability, where the luck will turn here for you. That's one solution. You know, the other solution is to do what you're doing here. But I feel like what you're doing here is perpetuating some sort of pain. Okay, but this just means surrendering. So when we surrender here, when we drop any sort of energy that keeps us sort of perpetuating the hurts, and it says, get support from trusted group of like-minded friends. I feel like this person needs your support. And the like-minded friends is I do as you do. Monkey see, monkey do. So if you're incapable of rising up, of understanding my trauma, then I can't understand my own trauma or rise up either. And because I'm still in my shadow. But because we're so connected here, if I see you in a beautiful light here, transforming, giving love, rising above it, beautiful innocence, you know, then luck changes here, and then I'm able to step up and be sort of your loyal friend here. Okay, but one person needs to sort of lead this thing, and I feel like this is going to take a focused intention on your end. What am I thinking? What am I feeling right now? Because the thoughts are being, like I always say, the pulled feelings are being sort of charging these thoughts. So where are my thoughts right now? Am I thinking about what this person said and did? And so it's bringing this sort of heavily charged feeling with it? Or am my thoughts now going inwards saying, how can I be a better sort of example for me? You know, how can I be understanding of this person's trauma? What is it that I'm doing right now that doesn't feel very good inside of me? And how can I change this, you know, so I can see things differently, and every day sort of focus on that so I can give intention to that? Because my intention here is to do the best thing and heal, you know, the innocent thing, not the thing that's going to perpetuate pain, or the thing that's going to do tit for tat, or, you know, like allow my inner child to sort of lead the way here. Okay, because you are being observed, and I feel like you're the one who's sort of guiding the purity here and the liberation of this situation that's been very, very challenging and unfair to you, you know. But life isn't about fairness so much as it is being able to recognize where we're in illusion, being able to recognize where we're seeing certain things in a certain light that's creating our own suffering. And we don't have to. We don't have to. We just have to switch how we engage, how we see things, our own thoughts. And then we take aim towards what we see our truth is. Okay, but when we're more in reality, which is not in the mind and the thought of what has happened, but reality is actually in the present moment with no projection, no baggage. When we're in that energy, we make better decisions. Okay, we get more pointed towards what is meant for us. Things start to shift. Things start to lighten up. Things are more pure. We have a higher awareness. Okay, so we got to be very much in this present moment, very observing of how we respond and what we're doing. Are we blocking? Are we angry? Are we resentful? Are we still negative? You know, what's our mind speak? What are our actions? How are we feeling? Are we feeling jealous, anger, any of those more lower dense energies? Because if we are, we have to catch that and say that my thought is obviously not true right now. Okay, it's not true because I'm a divine being that is of God and of pure light. And so anytime I feel anything but this, that's created by the shadow self. And the shadow self is only that of a projection, an illusion, some sort of experience that we're keeping alive, something repressed in the shadow that I need to look at. Because the only truth here is God's truth. The only truth here is the light. Okay, everything else is illusion, noise, experience, challenge, suppressed things. What are these things? Let's transmute this darkness into light energy. And I assure you, you just need to shine your light of awareness through observation. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to go back to 1984 where you had a trauma and figure out this, that, and the other. You can if you want, but it's just being aware. I do this because this creates this in me. Okay, now I'm aware. So now when that thought comes, I'm very present with it. And I allow myself, I allow myself to understand this. I don't repress it, suppress it, or ignore it. But I also know that this thought is untrue if it's making me feel shadowy. Okay, so we don't want to feel shadowy. We want to transmute negative energy into positive energy. Okay, and nothing's bad. This is all for experience. So we're experiencing something here that is giving us wisdom. That's the main reason we experience this. So what we do with it now is up to us. That is all solely in our hands. No one's going to do anything here but you. Okay, you're going to take this key and you're going to open the door to your new choices. How you engage with this person and the situation is going to dictate to you your future. Because I feel you will build something beautiful here once you understand this. Once you transform, but you have to really focused intention, magnifying glass, focused intention. Okay, don't start to deviate and fall back in old ways of blocking anger or feeling this heavy shadow self. It's easy to do, so it's going to take some focus and getting really committed. So, advice for beautiful pile number 3. Flamingo. Okay, transforming. Authenticity, nourishment, individuality. This is a transition into the light. My beauty is unique and inspirational. Give yourself permission to find your own way to live. If you do not feel like you can be your authentic self, check what influences you have allowed into your mind and into your life. Do you need to change your spiritual diet in some way? Yes, spiritual diet, right? Getting out of the ego mind, more aligned with spirit. Okay, in some way, so that you are taking a more physical, emotional, or mental nourishment. Don't be afraid to show your true colors. When you allow the real you to be seen, others will be able to recognize your beauty and grace. You are the light. You're guiding me. I need help. I need help, beautiful soul. Okay, you don't have to help this person if you don't want to feel. You feel love here for this person. You are this beautiful guiding light. So we get caught up in ourselves when we're like, I am not going to help this person. Our purpose here is to be of love and service here. Okay, who are we? Okay, who are we but that of God? And so we need to give it up. We need to give it up and allow ourselves to be humble. Allow ourselves to understand this part of ourselves that I feel is being clouded right now by some egoic shadow part that's hurt. Okay, so don't hide yourself or deny yourself what you need to flourish, including a wild and free heart. So the only way to be authentic here is to get rid of shadow. Okay, so the true light can come out. The true light is never from ego, never from mind. The true light is always from the inside, from the heart space. That's authenticity. It's always there. Goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light, which is all that we talked about here. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. You're the guiding light. Green ray, heart energy, heart consciousness, unconditional love. Okay, you are the light that's going to transform your situation. You're the one who's going to transform the situation with this person, okay, or your whole situation here. Okay, whether it be this person or new, better, whatever. It's in a low vibe here, and it's solely because of you. And I know it's difficult for us to hear this. It's just like, well, they're the ones that lied, or they're the ones being difficult, or they're the ones that perpetuated this, or they're the ones that instigated, and they're the ones. No. That's all wrong way of thinking. And I say wrong. You could think like that. You can, but why it's wrong is because it's keeping you in a state of suffering, repressed, shadow, darkness, ego, not moving forward, not abundance, not unity, consciousness, not heart activation, not the goodness that you deserve, not the manifestation here of goodness, okay, in me, all around me. So what I put out comes back to me, okay? I consciously manifest goodness in and around me, consciously. I am present. Only way to be conscious is to be observant and present. What am I saying? What am I doing? What am I thinking right now? If it's negative, low vibe, I have to qualify that. I have to look at it. I have to question it and say, thought, you're here. Why am I feeding you with my emotion? Why do I believe this thought to be something true? Is this on program? I'm very aware of this thought. I only want goodness. So I got to check back with the heart. Heart, what do you want me to do, heart, right now? I really want to block this person. I really want to just yell at this person. I really want, yeah, okay. And then the heart says, yeah, but really, after that, then what? You know, I just really want to be loved. I just want to be love. I just want to give. You know, I just want to flow in purity, in light. I want to be happy. Okay, says the heart. So how can you respond right now? You know, how can you respond right now? Check back with the heart. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Yes, so this is talking about mind, body, spirit, coherence. Okay, if our mind is in programming and in shadow, we start to act in certain ways, but it's disconnected from our spirituality, from God, from the universe. So we need to come into balance and union with ourselves and trust in the divine. Okay, God is heart consciousness. It only knows of open, giving, and love. And it doesn't know of needing and shadow. Okay, that's all mind stuff. That's all programming. That's all experience. Okay, that stuff is illusion. So we need to work our way through this. So, the eyes of the heart. Yes. Today I perceive the real beauty of every person I meet with the eyes of my heart, not of my mind and what I experience. I see behind the personality and focus on the energy of love that dwells beneath the surface. I am filled with wonder at the presence of God in every one of us, even the ones that made me feel a certain way. That is true unconditional God presence, okay? So the eyes of the heart allow me to see the divine shining everywhere. Yes, unconditional. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is what you're learning. This is what you're doing. Look at how beautiful this feels. Liberating. It feels so much better when I love the person who needs help because they're traumatized, especially because I was loyal to this person and I love this person. Well, doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel good? They were traumatized. They were helpless. They were dark. They were acting in a certain way. And I, with my beautiful heart of God, it was through me, acted through me. I was seeing only love and light. And I was able to be this shining beacon of light through my action, through my awareness, through my being, you know, not only to this person, but to everyone, including myself. Only love, okay, through the eyes of the heart, not to the mind and the experience and the programming, consciousness. Today, I pay attention to every thought and feeling that I manifest. My outward world reflects my inner consciousness. I pour the light of my awareness on my most constructive thoughts so they will grow and produce the experiences that I want. Mindful of what I create in this universe, I become an expression of the divine light. Everything we just talked about, right? So why we experience this unhappy situation is because of you. Okay, yes, this person is responsible for themselves, but we wouldn't have attracted this into our being if we weren't having to learn some sort of lesson, come into some greater awareness of consciousness, being very conscious of our thoughts, being very focused on our attention, where it's at, and being very patient with self, allowing ourselves to know that the solution might take time. Okay, it may, and to be okay with that. Oh no, I just fell into that victim mentality again, you know, or that thought had a hold of me, but now we see it more and more. Okay, the more we see it, the more free we are, the more conscious we are. So we're ascending to a higher level of consciousness, getting closer to opening this heart space. So maybe I only notice it, you know, my thoughts maybe once today, and most of the time on an autopilot or feeling bad, and then it's like, oh, I'm feeling bad again. Yeah, well, it must be my thought, you know, it must be my thought. So Linda said that my thought here was maybe incorrect, or that there's something untrue about it. Let me look at it, and then, yeah, you know, I am deserving of love. Yeah, this person does have wounds. Yeah, I can understand why this happened, you know. And so now the next day we give it more attention. So now we're very conscious. We're very aware, and the heart has forgiveness. The heart opens, it has softness, and then our light shines. And so people are drawn to this beautiful energy of wow, you're loving, you're open. You can see me beyond my trauma, beyond my own darkness. And so I don't have to be all shut. I don't have to be all defensive. I don't have to be in my darkness. I can open up to you. I trust you. You're loving light of God. So your whole environment shifts. It changes. Luck is with you. You open doors. It's beautiful. You know, you see a reflection back to you. You're beautiful light. So right now, if we're seeing rats, if we're seeing darkness, it's because we're not shining this beautiful light that's already in you. It's too dark and clouded. Okay, by an experience, and that's fine. We experience something we have to heal from, you know, but the only way we really can heal from this is know that the mind is playing tricks. It's keeping up that pain alive. Okay, it says that you have to do all these things. You don't. There's nothing to do here. The light within you is already there. You don't need to attain it. It's not a state that you need to achieve. It's just an awareness, an observation of the thought that's impure, that's perpetuating a pain, that says you still need to be healed. This is still something you need to carry. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, you're a pure light being with love in your heart. You could start today and just be very aware here. Okay, so this is you transitioning, ascending, getting clear, coming from this beautiful loving space. So this is your reading, pile number 3. I love you so much. I know it's not easy. We're at the early stages here of forgiveness. And this is all about just understanding, okay? And we have to start with self, because whatever we're manifesting or seeing out there is a mirror of ourself. It always is a mirror of self, okay? So if we don't see good things out there, it's because there's something inside of us that we feel is not good, okay? So you are good. You are pure and whole underneath what's going on there in the shadow. Okay, so if you're pulled to another pile, I will see you there. If not, I'll see you at the next one. I love you so much, and take care. Bye-bye.